All right, hello. Today is my first regular raid. It's Daniel. Um, in this raid, I'm going to be showing a technique that I was hinting at, and I'll spoil it for you right now. It doesn't work, but just to tell you what it was, is somebody had suggested about a week ago that you could use a generator maybe to make a block in a base. In a lot of bases, you can't put a block you can't find a block because either there's no small boxes up against wooden walls, or it's an all stone base, and so you're basically hosed at that point. There's a couple other techniques you can try, but it's pretty difficult. So you'll see me trying it here, and the problem with it is that even though it works on you, you can make a block that you can't get through, and you can make a block that you can barely squeeze through. It completely is ineffective against the zombies. They just walk right over the thing, no big deal. So you'll see me doing that. But in the meantime, this is still a pretty good raid. I got pretty good loot in it, and near the end, you'll see me what I get. And now I'm starting to think about how the recycler plays into all this. So that's a new factor to consider. Nothing really special in there. And this is me trying to do the generator right here, so that's why I got this thing in double speed, because it was a bit of a chore doing this, but it was well worth trying. I don't know if any of you guys have already thought about this or tried it and know it doesn't work, but it was definitely worth trying. So. And if it had worked with this, it would also work with those engine crates that you can get now. So even if you didn't have many generators, or if it cost you a generator when you did decide to use it, there was still that option. I haven't found another engine crate yet. I found two in a row, in a red zone and a yellow zone. So here they come walking right in. All right, so I'm trying to reposition it to make it a little tighter. Or actually, I think that time I was just trying to completely block it off to make sure that I couldn't get through, so they shouldn't be able to get through. A little healing supplies. Not the best armor. And there they go, crushing my dreams of finding a killer new technique. So at this point, might as well keep it. I don't know if generators are ever going to be useful again. Obviously, there's going to be more watchtowers if you're looking at the map, but I doubt I'm going to need 20 of them. So that goes back home, and then at this point, I'm just going to keep popping a few. The loot's pretty good in here. I got plenty of SWAT armor. And there's the guns. So that's what I'm taking home right there. I didn't need my C4, so I get to always take my C4 back. That's the best thing in the world. When you're doing the suicide trick, you always get to take that back, and it's never a consideration. And I'm getting ready to do it right now, so I'm kind of making a habit of dropping everything off just on the off chance that I don't get my body when I come back. That has happened a couple times, and that can really ruin a raid. So usually that only happens if something weird happens, like something comes up in your game, or you log out or something. I mean, usually if you log out, you completely lose your raid, but usually something odd happens that causes that. So because I probed around in his base, I know I don't need to bring pretty much anything. He has weapons there, silence weapons. He has armor. He has health packs, food. So pretty much all I need on this one is my backpack. And I get to obviously take this stuff out. I got 3 good guns to bring home. And I don't need any more axes, I got plenty there. Put the generator back in the pile. Unfortunately, I lost a generator because I didn't want to forget to bring a generator on my next raid, so I threw it on my bike, and then when I went to the oak forest, I found that engine crate, and I was like, oh man, I gotta toss my generator, but that's kind of too bad. One less in my pile. Alright, heading back. So I'm going to go ahead and get re-geared up and keep popping things open. So as far as the new recycler deal, I'm almost feeling like the thing's too OP. It's like it's going to be so easy to get circuits in steel now. If you think about it, I kind of like was doing the math on how long it takes to, you know, cook everything in there and all that, and it's like I don't know how it all works exactly, but I think every 10 levels you get an extra percentage point on the really rare stuff. So if you get up to level 20, which won't take long in the electronics, that means every 50 cell phones in there, you're going to get an electronic circuit. You know, it's random, but that's what you should get. If you get up to level 40, which still shouldn't take that long, I mean, it gets harder. I think you get less points every level you go up, so it becomes progressively more difficult. But once you get up to level 40, then that's like every 25 phones, almost one stack of cell phones is going to give you an electronic circuit. And when you think about it, how easy it is on raids to find a stack of cell phones, I mean, I've passed that up so many times. It's like right there. There's an electronic circuit I found. And I go on a raid just about every day. So it's like one circuit a day is going to be pretty crazy. I mean, I'm guessing that there's going to be more things coming down the road. There's going to be more items that require these things, and there's going to be all new items coming out that you'll need parts to make with the recycler, and you know, there's going to be more to it than just this by itself. The ease at which you can get steel and electronic circuits is it just made the game went from crazy hard to like crazy easy, in my opinion. I mean, I have so much stuff saved up from playing this game and hoarding that I've got probably 1,000 hours worth of items to throw in there just in the electronics department alone. So I can just keep that thing running nonstop and I'll max it out, whatever it is, eventually. So anyway, so back to this raid. You'll see here that I'm starting to collect more of those items that ordinarily I would never take a stack of watches over a gun, but now I'm going to take them, and it's like it takes so long to cook that stuff. I mean, it's you can pretty much do 2 stacks a day, and that's it. So it's like I just brought home like 4 or 5 stacks of stuff just today on this one raid. So I'm not even worried about the things I have. I'm going to be collecting this stuff so easily. I think once I hit 20%, once I hit level 20 on the electronics recycler, I'm just going to start throwing cell phones in. I'm not going to wait till I get any higher because I know that I'm going to be collecting cell phones faster than I can even cook them in that thing. So that's just something to consider. It also works with flash drives for getting circuits. And you know, the turret sensors are kind of hard to get, but that's the only other way, I believe. So I won't be using those. In fact, it's going to be so easy to get circuits that I might not even bother waiting for the cost requirements to go down to Sector 7, I might just go ahead and do that. But we'll see. So that's it for this raid. I did screw one thing up pretty bad. I don't know if you caught it or not, but I forgot to swap out my armor at the end. So instead of coming home with a full suit of brand new SWAT armor, I've got some weakened armor. So, you know, that's kind of my signature move on every one of my raids. I have so many things to remember to do a raid right that I always forget one thing, at least. So that's what I screwed up here. So, but that's pretty good loot. I got that plus a VSS and 2 guns. A lot of steel, a lot of parts for the recycler. Good parts for the recycler. And yeah. So I think that's a wrap. And I have another revenge raid I could be doing today, so I might post that, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Bye.